The house is silent, save for the faint creak of a floorboard under your step. It's late, the kind of late where the world feels like it's holding its breath. You're alone, and the shadows seem to whisper something you've never dared to hear. Living by yourself in old age, society calls it lonely, pitiful, a fate to avoid. But what if they're wrong? What if there are 5 hidden benefits, 5 secret powers, that only those who embrace solitude uncover? These aren't just perks, they're truths buried deep, truths that could transform how you live, how you thrive, how you redefine what it means to grow old. If you're over 50, stay with me, because this is a secret they never wanted you to know. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below. Are you ready to unlock the mystery of living alone? You're alone in your home, and the first hidden benefit is freedom, the kind most people never taste. Not the loud, reckless freedom of youth, but a quiet, unshackled power to live exactly as you choose. When you live alone past 50, 60, 70, you're no longer bending to someone else's rhythm. No partner's schedule, no kids' demands, no roommate's quirks. Your day is yours. Want to eat breakfast at noon? Do it. Want to read until 3 a.m.? No one's there to judge. This isn't just convenience, it's sovereignty. Studies show that older adults living alone often report higher life satisfaction when they embrace this autonomy. It's not about isolation, it's about authorship. You're writing your own story every single day. Think about the last time you did something just because you wanted to. Maybe you left dishes in the sink an extra day, or you painted a wall a wild color no one else would have liked. That's not trivial, it's revolutionary. The world expects you to conform, to live for others, to act your age. But when you're alone, you defy that. I knew a man, 78, who lived alone and decided to learn the guitar. No one was there to roll their eyes or call it a waste of time. He played for hours, not for applause, but for himself. By 80, he was strumming songs that made his soul sing. The hidden truth is that solitude hands you the keys to your life. You decide what matters. You set the pace. If you're living alone, you're not just free, you're reclaiming a power most surrender without a fight. Let's go deeper. The second benefit is self-discovery, the kind that only silence can teach. When you live alone, there's no one to distract you from yourself. No chatter, no expectations, just you and the quiet. At first, it's unsettling. The world's noise fades, and you're left with your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. But if you lean into it, something extraordinary happens. You start to know yourself, truly, maybe for the first time. Research shows that solitude fosters introspection, boosting emotional resilience and even creativity in older adults. This isn't loneliness, it's a journey inward, a chance to meet the person you've been all along. Picture yourself sitting by a window, coffee in hand, no one rushing you. You start thinking, not about bills or errands, but about who you are, what you love, what you've always wanted to try. I met a woman, 67, who lived alone after her husband passed. At first, she hated the quiet. But one day, she started journaling, random thoughts, old memories, dreams she'd forgotten. Over months, she uncovered a love for poetry she'd buried since her 20s. She wrote every day, not for publication, but for her soul. By 70, she was radiant, not because she was alone, but because she'd found herself. The secret here is that solitude isn't empty, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are, who you've been, who you still can be. If you're living alone, you're not just surviving, you're unearthing a treasure most never seek. The third benefit is peace, but not the shallow kind you get from a vacation or a good night's sleep. This is a bone-deep calm, a sanctuary you build when no one else's chaos can touch you. Living alone means your home is yours, a refuge from the world's demands, its noise, its judgments. No arguments over the thermostat, no clashing schedules, no compromises that chip away at your soul. Studies show that older adults living alone often experience lower stress levels when they create a space that feels truly theirs. This isn't about shutting out the world, it's about crafting a haven where your heart can rest. Imagine walking into your home and feeling your shoulders drop, your breath slow. Maybe you've arranged your furniture just the way you like, or you play soft music no one else would choose. That's not just comfort, it's power. I knew a man, 82, who lived alone in a small apartment. His place was simple, but every corner was his. Books stacked how he liked, a chair by the window for watching the sunset. He said it was the first time in decades he felt truly at peace. The hidden truth is that living alone lets you control your environment, your energy, your spirit. You're not dodging conflict or tiptoeing around others. You're building a fortress of calm. If you're living alone, you're not just existing, you're cultivating a peace that could carry you to 100. The fourth benefit is resilience, the kind forged in the quiet crucible of solitude. When you live alone, you face life's challenges head-on. No one else to lean on, no one to fix things for you. A leaky faucet? You figure it out. A tough day? You find your own way through. This isn't about being tough, it's about discovering you're tougher than you thought. Research shows that older adults living alone often develop stronger problem-solving skills and emotional grit because they have to. This resilience doesn't just help you survive, it helps you thrive, even when life throws its worst. Think about the last time you handled something on your own. Maybe you navigated a doctor's appointment, or you cooked a meal when you didn't feel like it. That's not small, it's monumental. I knew a woman, 74, who lived alone after her kids moved away. One winter, her heat went out. She didn't panic. She called a repairman, bundled up, and made tea to stay warm. When I asked how she did it, she shrugged and said, "I've learned I can handle anything." The secret is that solitude doesn't weaken you, it strengthens you. Every challenge you face alone builds a muscle the world can't see. If you're living alone, you're not just getting by, you're forging a resilience that makes you unstoppable. The fifth and final benefit is authenticity, the rare, raw power to be exactly who you are. When you live alone, there's no one to perform for, no need to smile when you're sad, no pressure to be on for someone else's sake. You can cry, laugh, sing off key, wear mismatched socks, and no one's there to judge. This isn't just freedom, it's liberation. Studies show that older adults living alone often feel more authentic, because they're not shaped by others' expectations. You're not hiding parts of yourself to keep the peace. You're living your truth, unfiltered, unapologetic. Picture yourself in your home, doing something no one else would understand. Maybe you're dancing to an old song, or talking to your plants, or wearing that bright shirt everyone else hates. That's not quirky, it's sacred. I knew a man, 79, who lived alone and loved painting. His walls were covered in wild, colorful canvases no one else would have hung. He didn't care. "This is me," he said, and his eyes sparkled. The hidden truth is that solitude strips away the masks you've worn for others. It lets you be raw, real, whole. If you're living alone, you're not just aging, you're becoming. You're stepping into a truth that could redefine what it means to live, not just past 80, but past 100, with a heart that's fully, fiercely yours.